Now, let us see the topic in corporate communication. The topic is organize and designing the business presentation. While I go for a business presentation, we have to keep certain things in our mind. Okay. So we have to understand what is to be communicated to the target audience, to whom we have to speak, and how it is to be communicated. Everything we have to prepare in our mind as a speaker, and then we have to uh, design and deliver it. So before planning the business presentation, that plan, it should keep the speaker's goal. It should accomplish the speaker's goal, as well as it meets the needs of the audience. So we had to plan accordingly our business presentation. For preparing an effective presentation, we have to we have to keep certain things in our mind. As first, we have to select the topic whichever is interest to the speaker as well as to the audience. The selection of topic is the primary factor, primary thing it is to be considered. And the next one is we have to determine the purpose of the message. What is the purpose? Why we are communicating this message to the audience? Why it is important to them? That is to be determined. That is to be analyzed. And next one is the major points that is to be identified, and whatever the additional informations to the major points it's to be given. Next one is we have to develop a strong opening as well as the closing. This is very, very essential. When we grab the attention of the audience, that initial stage, the opening itself, then the speaker can able to control, able to bring all the audience in his control or her control. And next one is the last one is the proper introduction. That is the introduction, it should not be in a shuffled manner. The order may not be rearranged, whatever it is. It's a properly organized, well organized introduction that will give an effective presentation. And next one is we have to understand about the audience to whom we are communicating the message. What is the level of the customer, or level of the audience in front of us, to whom we are speaking, how they will think about, what is the number of audience, what is the time duration of our presentation, what is the ambience of our presentation. Everything that will have to be understood by the speaker. Now, first of all, who the audience, and who requested the presentation, and what is that important to that audience, why this topic is essential to the audience, why this message is communicated. We have to explain as a speaker, we have to explain the importance of the particular topic, that's like the need of the hour, and how the environment, as I told, the room ambience, the number of audience, and the time duration, everything will affect. If it is a very lengthy presentation, then everyone, they will get bored. Okay, that also we have to understand. By the body language of the audience, the speaker may understand the mentality of the audience. And when we organize, we have to develop the three parts of the effective presentation. First one is organizing a presentation. It should have three components like introduction, body of the presentation, then conclusion. Introduction, during the introduction period, the speaker has to tell about the audience what they are going to talk about, what the topic, why they have chosen the topic, why it is important to the audience. In that introduction itself, they can tell about. Then body of the presentation, it deals with the main concept of the presentation, the main content, whatever it is, or the working condition, whatever, everything that will be explained in the body of the thing. And finally, the third part is conclusion. What they have told them, whatever so far, whatever they have explained during the presentation, they can give a brief summary about their presentation. That is in the conclusion part. While writing the introduction, that we have to understand the how our introduction may be the effective one. First of all, it should capture the audience attention. That is the main motto of the speaker. Okay, first the speaker has to capture the audience attention. Second one, he or she has to establish a rapport with the audience, um, bringing a better, a kind relationship, or amicable relationship with the audience. And third one is presence and purpose. The purpose and previews the major points, that introduction itself. Next one is how we can make it as the, so the last slide we have discussed about the introduction part. This slide, the what are all the contents to be considered to create an effective body, the main text, no, main content, what are all the components to be addressed over here. First one, should provide support in an easy to understand form. So whatever we are communicating, maybe a theory, a diagrammatic representation, whatever it is, um, a problem, or any theorem. So it should be understood by the audience in a easy way. So we have to provide the support. Then statistical, we as a speaker, they have to give the statistics relevant. They can make use of the quotes of the eminent personalities, and sometimes they can make use of the jokes or the humors. And it should be very, very carefully. You should not hurt anybody in the audience, any audience. And the interesting anecdotes they can use, and they can make use of the visuals. So the visuals, it easily attracts the attention of the audience. So these are all certain hints to make your body effectively, body of the presentation. And then that you can use certain techniques in the introduction to grab the attention, to get the attention of the audience. First, we can start with the shocking statement. We can ask with the question, and we can quote any experts person's quotation. We can ask any open-ended question to the forum, and we can start with a joke or any recent thing, updated information, that daily news, that day highlighted news, whatever it is, the demonstration. They can relate a story. It can be related to a story. The personal reference. Okay, so these are all the techniques which are used to get the attention of the during the introduction. So how we can make it as a effective closing means. So we can make conclusion creative and memorable. So our speech, the speaker's speech, it should be preserved in the mind of the audience. It should be for sometimes it should be in the mind of the audience. So we have to make it as a memorable one. And we have, as a speaker, they have to tie a unity to the introduction to the closing. They are bringing the connection between these two components. And the words, it should clearly show the moment of closing. Okay, like the closing words we have to use, and the close that should be delivered smoothly. Smile and accept audience's applause. If they give applause, the audience, sometimes if the audience, they don't like the presentation, or it's to be closed in advance, means they will automatically start giving applause. And normally for a business presentation, we have to accept the audience applause. Okay, thank you.